Independence is one of the best thing you could gain from your life. Some of you might stay alone. Some of you might stay with your parents. Some of you stay with your friends, rent a house or something. And you know what's the best way for you to get independence? I'll share you two stories of completely different phases of my life. And you make your own analysis and tell me which one is better for you. Comment down below, right? The first story was me, probably when I was 17, 16. I still live with my parents during those time. I was very bounded and forced between what my parents want me to do. I would go to tuition class, get home, eat whatever food they cook, and just shut up. You can't complain because why? You didn't contribute to the family. Are you the one paying the bills? No. Are you the one cooking? No. Are you the one cleaning the house? No. Are you the one doing the laundry? No. So, what are you contributing? Like, seriously, think about it. Why are you contributing to the family? If you're contributing little to nothing, why should they care about you? Because you're not providing any value. What does it mean? It means you're not providing value. You're not showing anything. You're not providing anything. So why would they listen to you when they're doing everything for you and what they get in return is nothing and just you complaining, right? It makes no sense, right? Just imagine you are a boss and then suddenly your employee starts complaining everything and then he does completely nothing. Bro, that's absurd, bro. I would just fire the guy and slap him and tell you to fuck off and find another company. You ain't gonna work under me when you complain and do nothing. And if you were to do something, if you were to provide something, if you were to raise a suggestion, yeah, maybe you stand a chance of, your parents altering things. But a lot of times, especially when in the Asian household, it's no, right? So changes are very limited. They're limited beyond it's within your parents what they believe in. And even if you try to convince them, that still remains a rare case. So I still remember the time where how I convinced my mom to allow me to go to the gym. It took me a few weeks for me to convince her to let me go to the gym. Because her reason behind it was you don't need a gym. You can work out at home and it's dangerous. And truth to be told, it's not that your parents don't like you to try new things or be independent. It's that they want the best for you. Like deep down, all your parents want the best for you. They don't want you to get injured. They don't want you to get kidnapped. They don't want anything bad to happen to you. And that's human nature. That's the nature of motherly love. They want to protect you, and she don't want you to get hurt. And that's something you need to understand. Don't No need to get mad at them. Yes, there are times you might, but you need to understand from the deepest part of them, they want the better for you. So how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna convince your parents when they put this upon a cage upon you? Is to convince them to try to make changes. You know, if your diet's not good, what your parents cook is oily, then just tell your parents to, they buy the groceries and you provide the cooking. Convince them how, like, show them scientific research or show them a video, then explain to them, eating healthy is better. Don't need to eat like a lot of oily food. Don't need to put MSG. Like, show them, educate them, because a lot of times you need to know what we learn in school today and what they learn is completely different. That's a fact we need to take account. Back in their day, there's no internet to tell you, oh, this thing is bad, this thing is good, there's this research on the web. There's nothing like that to help them. And to a matter of fact, they don't know. A lot of times they don't know. So it's up to us to learn to tell them. And once they know, most times, and I tell you, most times, they would go with your flow. If you could provide something, let's say you don't like the cooking, you tell your mom, this is unhealthy, mom, and I want to try to change will I like you tell her that you can show her how you cook and then let her to try it out, like the healthier food, it's good for her, it's good for you, it's good for everybody, it's good for the family. And if you were to say that, you know what your mom would hear? Is she don't hear you trying to complain how shit is her food. Instead, she heard that, okay, my son is trying to eat healthy, he wants to change, and he's willing to help. He's willing to do what it takes to help me. So the chances of your mom saying yes, your parents saying yes to that change, it's significantly bigger. It's way more. And that's something you could apply on daily life, especially when you're convincing your parents to, let you go to the gym, let you buy, a new computer, whatever it is. Show them the benefit, tell them, explain to them. And even if they say no, it have their own reason, right? Don't get mad over it. There's probably a reason. Find an alternative, be creative, and don't get, locked behind your own minds. Or, you need to buy this, you need to buy that. You don't need to. Sometimes you can work with it. I started my YouTube on the back of my phone, 30 FPS on an old laptop. If I could do it, you could find a way slowly and then work some gig jobs and then try to afford and upgrade your setup as time goes on. And now let me give you scenario 2. Scenario 2 is you living alone. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can go to the gym whatever you want. You can do this, you can do that. But there's no one there to hold you accountable. You can go vape, you can go do bad shit, you can go do drugs. No one will give a shit. No one in your family would know. No one would care. And if you die on the side of the street, no one would know. And I'm telling you, it's true. It's the harsh truth. Independence, freedom, living alone is all good and all, but you need to know one thing. And one thing is to take care of yourself on your own. Spending your money wisely. Don't just blow everything on one thing. Where back in, if you're living with your family, your parents will control your spending. They give you a set amount allowance. If you finish, they still would provide for the table. You don't really need to buy anything. Or if you're living alone, if you blow your money out on, I don't know, a single game that costs you let's say $5,000 you spend on gacha, and you have no money left for food, that's on you. That seriously is on you. Then you're gonna starve for the rest of your month until your next paycheck or your next sale. That's all entirely you. Like I said, there's no one there to hold you accountable. There's no safety net for you. If you fall, you fall. If you're in debt, you just go in debt. And there's really both sides of pro and cons here. So tell me which one you would pick. I'm interested to see your thoughts. As for me, I'm living alone to practice my craft, to learn the things that I don't get to learn when I'm leaving my parents, to learn all of these hard things, to master my realm so that when the time comes, I can retire my parents and, live with them and be a not just financial, be a responsible adult in overall. And I'd like to hear your opinion.